It's that time again. I'm Mike Hill. This is my co-host, the great Donnie Harrell, and it's time for some real talk with Mike and Donnie. How y'all feeling tonight?
Hey.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm sitting here by my player partner, you know what I mean, like to always have my next to me, so we having fun tonight.
I like when you call me your player partner.
You're my player partner.
Well, that has a different connotation now because since I'm engaged, but still, you still feel like I got my player card, right?
It's like a brotherly love that you say,
okay.
It's my player partner right here, he can't be touched. You know what I'm saying?
And if you know anything about Drano, do not come for me. Do not come for me if I'm his player partner,
right.
man. Hey, bro, I'm happy to see you. I needed to see some good positive energy because I was kind of under the weather today.
Oh, are you all right?
Like, man, my voice was gone, my throat was hurt, my head was hurt, man. And all this shit that's kind of going on in the world today, you know, you kind of concerned with all the shit that's happening right now and whatnot. So, do you have any kind of remedies that you take for your throat?
I need you to get some Alka-Seltzer Plus, dump it in there. Oh, okay. That's some good shit. Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Okay.
And when you get a little water, dump it in there, drink that the nighttime. Oh, you gonna be out tonight.
Just like a shot.
Oh,
not a lot of water though.
Not a lot of water, around that much. And then when you drink it at night, you're gonna be out. And when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna feel fine.
Any alcohol in it too?
No. Alka-Seltzer Plus, not alcohol plus.
No, I'm just saying. I wonder if anybody ever tried Alka-Seltzer with alcohol and a little water.
No, I don't want you to do that because I want you to wake up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I want to wake up too. Don't you want to wake up? Yeah. Y'all ready for a good show? We got one for you. Before we get started, I want to invite everybody to connect with us by commenting on the foxhole.tv message board. You can call us at 866-FOXHOLE. That's 866-369-7685 because we are live and what?
We want to hear from you.
We need to hear from you,
That's
man.
right.
A lot going on, man. Jussie Smollet may be going to prison.
Jussie?
Jussie.
Oh, you kind of juicy?
If he in jail, he could be juicy.
Oh, yes, he can.
Janet Jackson. I'm sorry, bro. Janet Jackson might be giving. What? Stop. Janet Jackson might be giving us some new music soon, and what was Black China doing at the Oscars? That's what a lot of people are asking that question. We're going to ask that question as well. You ready to get this thing going, man?
Yes, sir.
Y'all ready to make it happen?
Yeah.
I need the energy. Y'all ready to make it happen? Bring these guys out. Let's welcome some very funny comedians, Deshaun Ross, Dewan Brown, and Shane to the show.
Yes, sir. What's up, player?
I see you like
Hey, this mother say my partner.
man?
Hey, Mike, I need you to do me a favor now.
What you need,
I need you to do me a favor.
I got you, bro. Whatever you need.
I need you to tear into his ass tonight. Last time he was here, Mike.
What'd he do?
He tried to take over the show and try to talk crazy, and I didn't have my backup here. Now I got my backup here tonight.
What the hell was going on? What you doing? Trying to take over? This is the Mike and Donnie show.
I was just answering the questions.
This Donnie show.
I was just answering the questions, that's all.
What was the question you was answering? What was the
They asked us, can black people be racist?
And what'd you say?
Hell nah.
You had a problem with that?
Mike, it's the way he was talking to me. I didn't like it.
It was his tone.
It was his tone.
Nigga, watch your tone. And then we good. I know how he is. It's right, am I right?
Tone is everything.
Tone is everything.
Tone is everything.
It can get escalated when you start talking race. You know.
I'm telling you right now, I seen him choke a puppy. He ain't no joke. Puppy got the wrong attitude.
But he did resuscitate it.
Yeah, he did resuscitate it.
He did resuscitate it.
I don't want y'all to
I don't want Peter coming.
Hey, man, you know, today is the 30th anniversary of one of the biggest upsets in sports history.
Wow.
Mike, you remember Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas? Some of y'all were too young to even remember that.
I know.
I remember.
I'm still sad about that.
That happened 30 years ago today, Deshaun.
I was hurt when it happened. I won't even, like, highlights, I won't watch it today.
You were hurt. You were hurt. Hold on a
Mike
second.
Tyson was like the man. So to see him go down the way he went, they tried to grab his mouthpiece.
Oh, yeah, it was sad.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
Why would you? Let me tell you, you shouldn't have been hurt. You know what he was doing before the fight? He was screwing strippers. He had a couple of. So he was doing his thing before the fight. So don't be hurt for him. He was having fun. Huh?
It never hurt him before.
Exactly. He was still knocking motherfuckers out. I wasn't hurt at all. I was like, he fighting for his mom's passed away, and he's like, I'm fighting for my mama, Mike. And he just pow. That's for mama.
Buster Douglas. Yep.
Buster Douglas, and it was time for Mike to get a wake up call.
Wow.
And I felt he didn't get a wake up call. He got to put his
got knocked the hell out.
But no, I think it was his time to go.
It hurt my feelings, man, because I was 8 when it happened. You know what I mean?
Well.
Bo Jackson just got hurt and broke his hip. And then Mike Tyson get knocked out.
Like all
Come on,
man.
Y'all really
y'all had to pardon my head and everything.
Man, you and your emotions a lot, man.
I used to play Mike Tyson punch out because of Mike Tyson. I didn't want to see him lose.
Y'all both acting yogurty.
I
was a child.
Real yogurty right here.
50-1 underdog. Once again, one of the biggest.
It was the biggest upset. They said, other than UFC, where Ronda Rousey lost, they said it's the biggest upset in fighting history.
What about sports history, though? When you think about overall,
no.
what do you think is the biggest upset?
They said it was in football with Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons, what?
Well, it was the Falcons that they came back.
Didn't nobody expect them to win anyway.
Yeah, the Falcons don't expect them to win.
No, I'm saying it was a game where they came back. No.
I know the Patriots came back from 25 down the second half against the Falcons in the Super Bowl, but before the game, the Patriots were the favorites, so it couldn't have been an upset.
Hey, Shane.
Well, that wasn't an upset.
Shane, you can't talk no sports with him.
No, I can talk sports with him. I can talk sports with him. I'm saying, no, it wasn't. No, I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. That was the Pats.
Right.
I'm saying it was the Falcons did some crazy shit where they came back and they said, there's no way they're going to fucking win. And they came back. They said that was one of the biggest.
But here's the thing.
And the Steelers.
It can't really be the biggest, though, Shane, because nobody fucking remembers it.
You know what?
You know what? You might be right. I did take a lot of edibles.
I was grown during that time, so I could have bet on Buster Douglas. You know how much money you would have made?
50-1.
50-1. Whoever bet on that fight is rich as hell.
Oh, absolutely.
If they were like, well, I'm going to bet on Buster.
I don't even know if Buster was betting on himself. Even though he said he went into that fight, though, looking at Mike and not looking at him as the myth that everybody had, but just looking at him as another man.
Was that the only time he won after that?
He got beat by Evander Holyfield his next fight.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He laid down.
And then Mike was biting motherfuckers.
Listen, sometimes
after the fact,
sometimes you got to get somebody off you. You got to fight somebody.
Sometime a nigga looks
fighting ain't fair.
Yeah. Think about this though, Donnie. Talk about that, bro, because Mike did bite Evander Holyfield twice, bit his ear twice. Everything that went on after that fight, we know about it, the past or whatever, and everything he's gone through. Has Mike Tyson had the biggest redemption story ever in history? When you think about it, when you think about his image back in the day, 30 years ago, and you think about where Mike Tyson is beloved now by just about everybody, he's like a cuddly
in
bear.
Movies, in Hangover movies. Broadway plays.
Yes.
No, that's bullshit.
He's on tour for his one-man show right now.
One-man show. HBO gave him a special.
You know why I think people love Mike, though? Because he showed contrition. You know what I'm saying? He took it head on. Right. And he said, you know, he was sorry for his past. A lot of people don't do that. So I think people forgave.
Yeah, I think
Mike is an open book. Yeah. And he shows the importance of mental health, you know what I mean, and getting that therapy and growing. So it's because of his compassion that I think he's shown since being Big Bad Mike Tyson, people connect to.
I still wouldn't fuck with him.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
I saw him hit the bag, and what is he, 50?
He's over 50.
He's over 50. Yeah. I saw him hitting the bag and went, oh my goodness. I felt like a girl. Like, oh my goodness. Did he just hit that bag that hard? That motherfucker still can go.
Quick too.
Yeah, still quick.
He'll show you. He'll move. He'll do like this. You know what, Mike? That's not even play.
He got into a fight last year on the podcast, on his podcast, Whack 100. You know who Whack 100 is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he beat the dude up. After the podcast, he wasn't on video.
But he deserved it.
You think that really happened, Mike?
Huh?
You think that really happened?
What, did it happen?
Yeah,
Wack said it happened.
He said it happened?
Yeah, Wack said it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see Mike snapping.
Yeah.
I met him once, and I could see that in his eyes.
And I was
he
very
looked like
polite when I met him.
he looked like he'll punch
Mike
you in
from
front of church.
Brownsville, like that ghetto don't ever come at you. When you from the ghetto, y'all don't give hell.
Yeah, he got that.
You still can turn ghetto.
Yeah, he did. And I shook his hand from far. I was like this. How you doing, Mike? Let's not even get close. Don't even try to snatch me. And it was one of the. That's enough.
I met him, man.
I always say, man, like I've interviewed just about everybody in sports world. Mike Tyson, I want to interview him, but then again, I don't want to interview him. You know what I mean?
You say the wrong thing.
Yeah. I don't want to be I want to be Gayle King and say the wrong thing the wrong time, bro.
Why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that?
I'm sorry, Mike. That's the wrong question.
Now I'm gonna have to punch your asshole out. I don't want to punch your asshole out, but I'm gonna have to.
He can do it.
I told Lennox I'll eat his kids. I'll fuck you up.
He did say that one time. I'll eat your
He told
kids.
somebody that.
But I gotta admit, when you say redemption, I think that, like you said, once you say you're sorry and they say, oh, you're working on shit to actually show that you're sorry, people believe you, as opposed to like our president or things like that.
Yeah.
And
A
so,
lot of people
like,
do
we
that.
have a lot of people that aren't apologizing. Like, we got Trump who never apologized for shit. We got certain stars that won't apologize. Like you said, there's certain people that you go, okay, well, you ain't gonna apologize, fuck you forever.
Right. Like you
know what
said,
I mean?
we are forgiving
Yeah,
people.
we're forgiving people.
Yeah.
I want to start on this show like we want Gail to apologize. We want to forgive her. You know what I mean? So
Really?
No, yeah, let's start a petition.
It is.
We don't want to keep on
she's
going
contrite.
hard on her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Oh,
you said,
my
she's
goodness. Are y'all
contrite.
serious?
No, because at the end of the day, we just can't keep going hard on a woman. Now, if it was a man, we're going to keep going hard
Okay.
on her.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? But
There
it's a
it is.
woman.
But
so we
I
gotta-
see, I disagree.
Lay off.
Stop. Let me tell you something. If a woman do say some fucked up shit or do some fucked up shit, she need to get all the heat that a man would get too. You want equality? Here go that equality right there for your ass.
Well, I think, calling a woman out of her name, we talked about this numerous times, man. Calling her out of her name and whatnot.
But what
and
Snoop
talking
did?
about
That's Snoop, though.
pulling up on her and all that, man. We just can't do that to our women.
that was-
period.
he
wasn't
Especially
talking
our black
about
women. We just
pulling
can't
up,
do that.
man.
We won't do that.
no.
And we won't even allow that on our platform.
no,
He
I'm
didn't
saying-
apologize though.
Yeah. Huh?
Snoop did. Snoop came back.
Snoop
Snoop
came out-
apologized.
Well, he came back and clarified his
yeah.
remarks.
Pulling up
I
on
don't know if he...
I
He
just
still
feel-
called her a dog
I just
face.
feel like she hold up. I just feel like she didn't had enough heat from us. You know what I mean? She's a woman. Let's back off now. I think she gets the message, and let's just let's forgive her now. It's over with.
Drano
You know
said what he
I'm
had to
saying?
say.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
That's what that needs to be said. Because we need to be looking at Jussie Smollett.
The fact you called him Juicy, that shit is stuck to him.
I'm for real. Ever Jussie Smollett because the Dave Chappelle stand up
on the Netflix.
and
was
he
funny as
cannot.
hell.
Can he go back
That
to
was
Jussie
hilarious.
Smollett?
No,
Can he go?
no, he's Juicy now.
I always hear Juicy now too because of that.
And when he, like you said, when he's in jail, they're gonna be like, hey, bring Juicy to
Oh my gosh! Oh my
Let's
God!
give Juicy some street justice. That's
What happened on this in January 2019? So y'all hear about the news? What's going on with Jussie Smollett? He got indicted on 6 counts of disorderly conduct because of the alleged racist attack that happened to him. That they dropped all the charges and all that stuff and want to turn things around on him. So, do you think the Chicago Police Department should just let this go, or do you want them to carry this out?
Hell no. He should. Please, first of all, when you get busted lying, you got to understand something, man. Just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Leave it alone, because you try to go against the police and the prosecutors, you're going to have a problem. And you keep saying, oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. He keep calling him a liar. So they're going to prove that we're not liars, and we're going to convict him. We're going to get your ass.
He's not the first guy to have a false police report, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not the first
White
person,
people
so
do
you
that
need to make
shit
an
all the
example.
time, though. Like, if there's a little
Explain.
girl selling lemonade, well, she was selling lemonade and meth. No, motherfucker, no, she wasn't. So, no, they lie all the time, but I don't see them get the same treatment. So, I'm always like, if somebody black do some fucked up shit, I give them a little bit more leeway.
I'm with you, but
don't go so hard on them. Go hard on everybody.
But he just keep lying. It's all on tape. I understand y'all good, but he just keep lying and lying. Lying.
He doubles down too much.
Sometimes maybe he's starting to believe his lie. Though.
Right.
Maybe he's that, because you ever, remember back in the day when you have a job and you call in sick, and you're like, I'm sick. You hang up the phone and you actually felt sick for a little bit. Oh, wait a second, I ain't really sick.
You know why?
He's still in that
right
phase
now,
though.
lie. If you look at how the president rolls, lies become the truth after a while, because you feel like if I say it long enough, it's going to be true.
Yep.
And he lies more than anybody else, and it gives people, well, he lied a lot, I can get away with the shit. Yeah. But he forgot he was black.
Man, let's kick back to Juicy. You gonna tell somebody that you got bleached in the wintertime in Chicago with a sandwich and got lit? You hit all the buzzwords. They called you gay, they called you black, they called you everything. Come on now. When you say those many things at those people and it come out to be a lie, they gonna come after your ass.
I agree.
And I ain't got the look. I couldn't keep I couldn't get the cop that put Eric Garner and killed him in prison, so I can't do nothing to protect Jussie Smollett.
Right. Well, here's the thing, though, man.
Real stuff you can't help.
You tripping, man.
Because of the notoriety it got.
Right.
Don't you kind of want to see what actually happened? You put him on the stand and actually see what actually and why he had that.
Why he did that.
Publicity? I do want to know.
It was a publicity stunt to get more money. He wanted more money.
I've heard that
so he did a publicity stunt to show his worth.
So Mike wanted to put him on the stand so he can lie some more. So
I mean, you're under oath. I mean, like sometimes.
Under oath don't mean nothing.
I mean, but you know, sometimes if you got the pressure, especially if they know that you are lying or whatever, and we can prove this, and we're going to put this out, and other people come forward, the African guys come forward or whatnot, Nigerian guys come forward, and
look,
you know, I mean,
I gotta know. I want to know what happened. Cause look, I was once 400 pounds. And I ain't never had so many pounds where it's to go out and get a sandwich at 2 a.m. in minus 39-degree weather. What the fuck?
You were never that hungry?
I was 398 and I was never that hungry.
I want to see the African dudes. I just want to, something about seeing an African dude on it. No, I never touched that fag. I don't know.
We're not going to say that word. We're not going to use that.
No, I didn't touch that sweetie boy. Okay, call him a sweetie boy. Like Jamaicans call him bati fish.
No, bate boy.
Bati boy, a bati sweetie.
He was $3.95?
I was 398.
Did you say you was $3.95?
Yeah.
You know, that's fucked up what you just did.
Yeah, back when your hairline was closer.
And so it begins.
What are you now?
I'm down to 340.
Got a little tension on there.
Did you feel it?
What I'm saying?
Little tension. No. You know that was a jab. That was a yogurty ass little jab.
Keep it real on this show. You was bagging on it.
That was a bag.
A little racist too. I don't know.
Racist. And you said black people racist.
Black people ain't racist. It's a little racist to me. I don't know if you would have said that to a white man.
Now he's going everything you do. You want something to drink? I think that was a little racist.
So we'll see what happens with Jussie.
You gonna keep going? I
can't help it, man.
That shit was funny though.
So y'all see this new documentary? You know, in a couple of weeks, a week and a half from now, it'll be 55 years since Malcolm X was assassinated.
Yeah.
And they got this new documentary that I've been checking out on Netflix. It's deep, man.
Very deep.
Talking about who killed Malcolm X. And it makes you question whether they got the right people. You know they got one right because they actually caught one of the Muslims while he was there, shot him in the leg or whatever. But the other two probably were wrongfully convicted. Here's a little bit of clip from the documentary.
That is my mission. I'm not going to stop until I get justice. Because the official count of who killed Malcolm X, it's not true.
Wow, I mean, that's...
Yo, did you see it?
I've started watching it. Have you seen it yet?
What they say?
Yeah. There's 3 guys obviously got convicted for his death or whatever. They were all from Mosque number 7 in Harlem where Malcolm X was, whatnot. One of them we know for sure was a part of it.
Yeah.
He got convicted, but they grabbed 2 other guys that weren't even there that day. And the guy who was actually there that admitted to killing Malcolm said those 2 weren't there. As a matter of fact, it was 5 people who were supposedly involved. And the government, if you look at it, the way they talked about it, there was no police presence around the Audubon Ballroom that day.
There was multiple questions pertaining to the DA.
Yep.
There was multiple questions.
Well, it's a conspiracy that is much higher than the Nation of Islam and the Fruit of Islam.
Right.
Now, we know that some Muslims killed Malcolm X from what we understand, right?
Yes.
But we don't know how high it actually went. And now, so they're opening a new investigation. The Manhattan District Attorney is opening a new investigation into the death of Malcolm X, which I applaud that.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen black men, especially, the Central Park 5, wrongfully convicted and doing something, being convicted of a crime they didn't commit?
Yeah, and then we saw, like in the documentary, how lazily they handled the whole case.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't care. If you look at that one person, it was this one person, one of the detectives, he said, well, I was in a bar when the shot happened, and I was getting a drink, and I said, hey, I'm going to call in. And he casually walked on down, and he's like, this is the way he was talking. He was real smug.
There was a lot of the police that were happy that Malcolm X was dead because they thought, okay, now we have no one that can actually mobilize these black people. And that's what their mentality was.
Yeah, but I'm glad glad they're bringing it up because, like, I remember hearing Dick Gregory talk about that investigation.
Oh, yeah, I used to open for Dick
And Dick Gregory been saying for years. It's been more than 2 shooters. He's been saying this for like over 30 years.
Right.
More than 2 shooters.
Right.
There were some shots that came down from the top down. You know what I mean? And it's more than what we see. You know what I mean? We don't know who it is.
Right.
But it's more than what's been presented to us. But that's what always happens.
And you would think there would be more than involved because you saw they saw 3 shooters actually walk up to the stage and shoot Malcolm. What about the guys who were in the back basically screaming out, "Get your hands out my pocket"? Nigga. I mean, they were part of it to create the distraction.
And what I'm sorry about that, but what about all the bullet holes? Did you see all them bullet holes? There's no way a shotgun and one other person can have all a whole Swiss cheese board full of guns.
Yes, that's what it looked like.
And then they swept up the thing and had a party that night.
They had a party.
A party on Malcolm's grave 6 hours after it happened.
At a crime scene.
I was saying, you can't mess
That tells you how corrupt. But see, I'm never surprised by shit. You got to think about, look at the corrupt shit that white people have caused black people to fight against each other. Think about all of the corruption. They gave black men syphilis to see how fast they would die. So I won't put shit past the government.
Right.
Come on, man. So I think it went higher up.
Can I be honest with you? I used to work in the Air Force. I worked at NSA. I worked for the National Security Agency, and there are some things I can't say, of course, obviously. But
of course.
I wouldn't put a lot of things past.
I don't want anything. I don't want to read in the paper.
I don't want to disappear.
I hear on the news he slipped on the shower, fell on a bullet 7 times.
Exactly, and it can happen because even this guy that's doing the digging, the one that he's just a Muslim and he's not a star, not a producer, or whatever, but he's a historian of Malcolm X, and even he is getting some pushback. People are telling him, "Hey, you want to leave this alone? You want to leave this alone?" So, do you think that we will ever find the real killers of Malcolm X?
Right.
Do you think, because I don't think James Earl Ray actually was alone when it came to shoot Martin Luther King. And
no, I don't think so.
So those are 2 assassinations. Do you think Tupac or Biggie's killers will ever become brought to justice?
You should have seen your face. Why'd you make that face like that?
Is there something?
Is there something we need to talk about, sir?
I just don't speak on no murders I don't know about.
That's just me. Well, I'm just saying, if you don't know about it, that's great. What I'm saying is like, because these are like 4 figures that obviously there are questions about who actually killed these people.
I don't think we'll ever know because, like you said, the dude's already getting threats like, "Hey, calm down, relax." And then like Biggie got shot in Vegas. Like you can't skip across the street in Vegas.
Well, Biggie got shot here in L.A.
No, Biggie got shot on Wilshire. Biggie got shot after
in L.A. Yeah, but he said in Vegas.
But I'm saying, I'm going to say
Tupac got shot in Vegas.
But I'm saying if you've been on the Strip, everybody's always on the Strip, and especially after a fight. If we haven't found out now, I don't think in our lifetimes we'll probably ever find that.
Right.
I think,
damn, man.
I don't think it's too much corruption.
I look at it as a scenario. This is what we do know. Like when you read this book called J. Edgar Hoover's Secret FBI, we know that the FBI was sending letters on behalf of the Nation of Islam to Malcolm and vice versa. We know these things happen. We know about the secret police when it comes to Tupac and when it comes to Biggie. We've seen these documentaries. We've seen the police officers themselves talk about these things.
Right.
So because we can piece together these official ties to this, that lets me know that we are not going to find out who actually did it, and we'll never will. But we know,
because there are a lot of people that think it's the Nation of Islam and that Elijah Muhammad was involved. And that's what they want you to believe, that because there was this rift between Malcolm X at that time and Elijah Muhammad, that there was this reason that they had to kill him, where you heard from Muslims across the Nation of Islam that said, Elijah Muhammad said, he's off limits, don't touch him.
Right.
He's going to change his mind eventually. So I think maybe the government saw that as a way to, hey, we got to strike, and we got to strike right now.
Right.
Yeah. Good dialogue. I like it.
you ain't coming at the
I bet you Netflix got a couple of letters saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't have this ran at the top of Netflix. Let's bury it a little bit. Because they did the same shit. Chappelle's special was at the top of it. It was trending. As soon as he got backlash, a whole bunch of backlash, you didn't see him at the top of the trending. And they said that a lot of times when you have controversial documentaries, all of a sudden you'll see them way down below. And then you have to find it to see it on Netflix instead of being featured. So that's what I think is going to happen with this.
Well, this is why we have platforms like Fox Soul, so we can inform.
So we can inform
to go and search for it. Even if you don't see it at the top of the Netflix page and recommend it for you or whatnot, go search for this because it's something that it's our history and it's something that we all should know about.
It's deep, man.
Yeah,
when I watched
very deep.
It made me look at shit differently. Like, wow, motherfuckers is really that devious.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey, let's move on, co-host.
That was he just said, yeah, we are. That was a Pet Cemetery ass response. He said, yeah, we are, y'all.
He got a little nervous there, Frank.
I got a little nervous.
The wardrobe.
Did you get a drop?
I guess it's small. You got these specially reinforced drawers. All right, I'm gonna do something, have a little fun here tonight. This is the first time we ever did this. I brought this up to my boy earlier today.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be the first ones to do this.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Do a new
man,
segment.
I like this.
Do a new segment. This has not been approved by our vice president. So James DeBose, I apologize already, bro. If you don't like this,
You going to pre-apology?
yeah, you know how you just do something, and then just like if you get in trouble, we just gonna get sick, but you just gonna do the shit anyway.
That's like
we gonna do something because a lot of times, the producer might send some topics, and I might be on the fence, like I don't know, we want to talk about that. So the name of the segment is called "Do We Really Give Any Fucks?" All right. So I'm gonna throw out topic, headline, and
like
y'all
this.
tell me if y'all really give any fucks.
Okay. Right.
And if y'all don't give any fucks, we'll skip it.
Right.
We don't talk about it. But if one of y'all want to talk about it, all of us gonna have to talk
So
about
it has to be a zero fucks policy.
There's got to be a zero fucks given.
Okay,
Zero fucks given. Now, the audience might chime in and they may want it, but I'll still skip it and then we come back later if we run out of topics. Okay? Let's do this. Black China at the Oscars.
I give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck?
No, I give a fuck.
You give a fuck? He gives a fuck? Okay, so there you go. So
there it goes.
So Black China, she was on the red carpet at the Oscars.
For what?
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, she was invited. She was a guest of a producer.
She was a guest?
Yes. And now she's upset because people are saying, why the hell is Black China on the red carpet?
Right.
Black people on Twitter, a lot of people on Twitter are going off on her.
Black Twitter went crazy.
The media, she's even calling them out saying a racist mindset because she didn't belong there. Why do we care that Black China's on?
I think she has the right to be on the carpet because Kim Kardashian was on the carpet. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
If Kim Kardashian, because what is she known for? You know what I'm saying? She's known for the same thing as Black China, but just Kim Kardashian put out her little sex tape first. So she has, she has a right to be on the carpet. We're talking about her.
Yeah.
That's true. But
good publicity.
But still, there's other people that are really talented that look at that and go, no, I mean, that look at that and go, wait a minute, I acted in 17 plays, and I was awarded in London, and this whore is on the red carpet. That's what people, no, I'm serious. There's a lot of actors.
Why she got that reputation? I don't think she's a whore. She was a stripper, right? But she's not a whore.
No, I'm saying the perception.
But the perception, that's what people had that perception.
I think Ray J should be mad out of everybody. Why? Ray J, because Ray J made Kim Kardashian famous, but Ray J can't make Ray J famous. Think about it. She was I'm not saying he's not a celebrity. Sorry.
I like Lil Ray J. Lil Ray J getting money now.
Ray J getting
Lil Ray J getting money.
I don't have an issue with it because, like you said, Kim Kardashian made it. My only issue is her having that Biggie Smalls titty thing going on. Where it was just like, you can go back and pull it up. One titty was bigger than the other one. Like, what the fuck is
But
going on here?
a lot of untalented people go to the Oscars. Like a lot of people in the Oscars that's acting are really trash actors.
Trashy
You know what I'm saying?
trash.
So, she got a right to be there.
Motherfuckers that was in Sharknado.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it becomes news. The fact that it's news that Black China was on the red carpet means that she deserves to be on the red carpet. Because there are a lot of people who attend the Oscars and you only see about 5% of the people getting pictures taken, right? So the fact that somebody took her picture on the red carpet means she was worthy of it.
Exactly.
So like if 95% of the other people, 95% of the other people that attended the Oscars ain't nobody giving a fuck about, why can't Black China go to the damn Oscars?
Yeah,
that's
with
true.
you on that.
And take a picture if somebody want to take a damn picture.
Well, I'll put her in my next play. I will have the whore. I don't know if she's a whore. I'm just saying. It sounds good when you say it.
It's funny.
Okay, what's the name of the play, man?
It's called whore.
Oh, wait. Let's ask you, who's all starring in it?
Okay.
I shall be the lead.
No, what other women are starring in it?
I know a bunch of them. I know. No, I can start.
Come on, Shane.
going there?
I'll name a few. I mean,
Black China, Kardashian, all of them.
all the Kardashians.
All of them.
They're business women.
They're business women.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's go off the women. Let's go something else.
Because
I'm about to say some wild shit.
Okay, we got mamas.
Exactly.
I love my mama, so I ain't gonna say it.
All right, y'all like? Do we really give a fuck? Y'all like that so
Yes.
far? Okay. All right. Y'all like it? Okay. Do we really give any fucks about?
That's a great segment.
Macaulay Culkin coming out and speaking on behalf of Michael Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
We do. Okay.
Yes.
I made it 2 for 2.
Let me tell you something.
I like that they came to his defense.
Yeah, because he came to his defense, and I love Mike. He was not convicted when he was here, so leave my man alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love Macaulay Culkin. Is that his name?
Macaulay Culkin, yeah. Home Alone dude.
Home Alone. Who looks like a crackhead right now? No, he looked like he'd do heroin in his penis. I'm saying, he do. Look at him now, face all sunk in. Look like the Crypt Keeper's hoe.
Like he really Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, he do. No, he do. But I'm saying, like, the reason you say you give a fuck is because he's champion Michael.
Right.
But there's gonna be people mad because, like, why did you wait so long? That motherfucker, why didn't you, when you were at the peak of your stardom, speak out as, forcefully?
No, he did. No.
He didn't do it forcefully.
No.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
Macaulay did.
Macaulay did?
Yeah, Macaulay
or was it
did.
the other
No,
two
he
dudes?
testified on Mike's behalf at his trial.
There was 2 other ones.
No. Macaulay Culkin
Macaulay's
spoke out
always-
different. They didn't have an internet back then.
Right.
And ABC
So it
was
didn't
like,
spread as
what
well.
happened
Testified in Mike's
was,
defense.
I think because we got social media now,
Yeah.
it becomes bigger, faster.
Yeah.
I just felt like, you could have been on more talk shows and just said, hey, no, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to defend nobody who haven't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, in this climate, you kind of do sometimes.
How come nobody's asking Webster what he thinks? Remember Webster?
I know Webster's
they
probably
still
mad.
asking Macaulay Culkin. Y'all remember Webster? Emmanuel Lewis?
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lewis was like, Mike was holding
Mike was
like
carrying
a baby.
him around like
he passed away?
No,
I didn't know he was still
No,
going.
no,
the other one was
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
But Webster, he was carrying him around like a little pet. He was, like, no, you see him
But
holding on
nobody
to him like
asked
a
him
koala bear.
He did a few years ago.
You know, it's true.
He did say
I wasn't
something
saying that was
positive.
true.
What did he
Webster
say?
said something positive, and so did Corey Feldman. These guys
Is
been
that
beating
his
the
real
drum.
name, Webster? Or we just keep calling him
No,
Webster?
his name is Emmanuel Lewis.
His man, but we call him, but he's known as Webster.
They've been beating the drum to Mike's innocence. It's just the network TVs. He'd be like, y'all saying he's innocent? All right, turn the camera that way. We don't want to hear that. So now with the internet, these people get to speak for themselves. And so
I know what you're saying.
So that's why we said we do care.
Should we make it a new route? There you go. I like that. Give it up.
Yeah.
With that being said, should there be a new rule?
Yeah.
For us black people and for people, period, if you're dead, you can't speak ill of the dead.
Yes.
I think that would be a good rule. We was just talking about this before. A comic, Ari Feldman, talked shit about Kobe. And he said, as soon as the day Kobe died, he said, I'm happy that Kobe's died. It's a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like,
He said a few more foul things.
He said a few more foul things. And, I think that people like that need to get their brain bucket knuckle bundled.
Yeah, well, he got canceled in a lot of different ways.
He got canceled. But I still, what did you say he was going to get?
He would have got mollywopped.
He would have got
A lot of comedians was after him too.
That's the truth.
What's my man, the Nigerian comedian
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
That's my boy.
Godfrey really
New
came
York
for
shut him down because he had shows that weekend. They shut down his club.
They shut him down, which they should. So here's my thing. So if you've never been convicted, but you've been accused,
right,
and you're not here to defend yourself anymore. Once again, if you die, nobody should speak ill of you. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should be like, okay, all right, let it pass.
All right,
go on.
So Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He hasn't been convicted yet, right? Mm-hmm. There are allegations. If he dies tomorrow, should we speak ill of him? Should we bring it up?
That's different.
You might be racist. I'm just saying. You know what? I'm asking the question. Okay, it's an allegation. Now,
it's different though, Mike.
It's a totally different thing.
How is it different?
It's the power dynamic.
Because Mike, because Mike went to trial and he was found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on trial, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, if he dies, all the case is going to be dropped. But at the end of the day, when you start following women and all that, you got to keep on. We got to talk about him.
Okay,
like,
OJ dies tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He was found not guilty.
Yeah. But
I still don't talk about OJ.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I don't talk about. What I'm saying is, I think black people sometimes we are more forgiving. We will move on. But I'm telling you, white people still, they're like, well, I'm glad that OJ's dead, and I can't wait for a whole.
I don't think OJ did it.
He don't like. They don't.
Neither.
I don't think. But they don't like. What you understand? White people stopped drinking orange juice. You understand? They were that upset. Like fuck orange juice because it's OJ. I mean, they were that mad.
No, I know. One of the friends of the kids, and she's like, every year they still get death threats.
Yeah.
Around this time, around the time when Nicole died. They still get death threats.
Yeah.
For their dads.
It's still very still very raw.
But I'm saying black media, black people have a tendency to be like, okay, look, he's dead. Let's move on. I think that white people, and it sounds racist, and. Because I'm just saying, it sounds racist, but it's true. They really do continue to try to tear down any image of a black icon or a black star. It's something they revel in it.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, anybody that's black and famous, they go, we got to tear them down or bring them down a notch because I feel better about myself.
Okay.
And I think that is.
So what's the rule now? Once again,
I say
if you're black,
it
depends because like if you're black and you got through the legal system. After this legal system for 400 years has been built to put you in prison, and you went through all them little traps and mazes, and you still got found innocent, you're an innocent motherfucker.
Hey, man, and especially in Santa Barbara County. Man, in Santa Barbara County, what he went through, man, that's the most racist county there is when you're talking about going to trial.
Right.
Man, Mike was innocent, man. They would have got him by any means necessary.
They would have planted. They would have planted little white babies.
They need to leave Mike alone.
Yeah, leave Mike alone, man.
Like let it go. That's what I'm saying. Let it go.
Let that go.
Look, black people don't bring up Andrew Jackson every time we spend the 20. Y'all need to stop bringing up OJ.
There you go.
Wait.
Jackson was one of the most racist presidents.
Yeah, school me.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was somebody who he went down to Florida to kill all them black people. It was a battle in Florida where Andrew Jackson sent a proxy army to get all the men to go out in Fort Negro. And then went around when all the men were
I don't think it was called Fort Negro.
Yeah, it was called Fort Negro.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow. He went out and had them go over there, and then when he had the men soldiers go over there, he went into the town where Jacksonville, Florida is right now, and killed all the women and children, raped them, and the ones who stayed alive sold them into slavery and sent them back up to Mississippi. That's who Andrew Jackson is.
Yeah, he was
and we spend this 20 every day, and we don't say shit.
But
so
they were trying to put Harriet Tubman on there.
But see, that's what I mean. He just told us of a lot of black people in the audience just said, I didn't know that. They don't teach us that in school.
No.
Gotta know.
That's the same thing with Charlottesville. People were mad in Charlottesville about the statues of racist ass generals that we put up on a pedestal. We put them up on a pedestal. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
And the black people that went down there were not like, I'm gonna go beat some white people up. It wasn't that. It was like, yo, I think these should be torn down. It's the same thing. But if we keep letting that happen and we keep condoning it, what do you think? And if you give me $40, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm spending that $40. I'm gonna spend that $40
because we forgiven. That's why.
I think Harriet Tubman should be on. I think that they said they were going to.
Well, they've been saying it for the longest time, and they haven't
been a long
yet.
time.
Yeah, they've been saying it for the last couple years.
I think it would be a good move.
Yeah, like to tease us a little bit. Like that commercial. Hi, you got to be faster.
Almost had it. But don't you think that would be a good move? I don't think white people are like, I throw this $20 away. They'd be like, yeah, give me some Harriet Tubman. Yeah, for sure.
That would be a dope song. A rapper did that.
I had one more. Do we really give a fuck?
Who is it?
But I want to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it.
I like that.
You know, I like that. Because I was going to use it maybe for the sports show, but I want to talk about it right now because it just came out. So Oliver Luck, who's the commissioner of the XFL, the new football league, just came out, and they was asking him how come Colin Kaepernick's not playing. And he said Colin Kaepernick didn't agree to a contract because his salary demands were too high. My question for you is, if Katt wants to get another opportunity to play, this is a showcase for a lot of people to show their skills to try and get back in the NFL. Should he lower his salary demands to be able to play in the XFL, or should the XFL just give him all the money he wants because he's going to be the biggest star and the rating's going to be super high for any game he plays in?
Eclipse everybody else.
He should.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that Cap, and he was at a level playing wise, that he was better than a lot of quarterbacks. And you got to keep it real. And so I think that in that, he would kill it there. And I think he does deserve the money, and they think they should do it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. What you think, Donnie?
I'm just not a Cap fan. Cap is over to me. Like, let's move on. Like, I really don't give a fuck about Kaepernick. Let's be a real
Man, tell us what you really think.
Why is that? Because a lot of people, that's still like
it still bothers a lot of people.
So a lot of people,
first of all,
because of the workout thing.
It's allegedly that the league is trash anyway. Like, so I just don't like whatever.
Well, that's another good question because if he goes to the XFL, will it really prove anything if he goes there and tears it up? Because
Cap is way better than that. Cap is way better than XFL. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
But I just think Cap, man, Cap is over. Like, Cap had his chance to go back there.
Physically, I watched the tape of him.
I understand he's good still.
No, he still is capable to come into the NFL and do.
But you think
at least be a backup?
You think you still want to see Cap?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I think you're totally.
I don't think he should lower his price though. If that's what you set as your standard, then that's what you need to stick to.
Stick to your price.
Right. I think he needs to stick to his price because, like what you said, the ratings will go. Whether he can pay or not, the ratings will go through the roof.
So high.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
He knows his value.
But the NFL, it would still go through the roof. It would go.
But the NFL ain't happening.
Yeah.
But so he has a chance here. So, if he's going to do it, because he already got his money.
Yes.
So he ain't really tripping.
But that's what I'm saying.
If I'm going to lend you my talent to boost your ratings and give you more advertising revenue, I want my cut.
So the thing is, if he's got his money, what does he want to play for? Why does he want to go? Does he want to get back into the NFL? Probably. So if you want to get back in the NFL, you need a platform.
Right.
To showcase those talents and have people demand, like, look how he's tearing this league up. I know it's a secondary league or whatever, but he's tearing it up. This is the reason why he should be back in the NFL. So he needs that platform.
It would be a killer showcase for him, though.
It would be.
I think it'd be a killer showcase.
Or it could be the opposite because if he goes to the XFL and he fails,
then it'd be a wrap.
Because he has been out of football for 3 years. So do you think?
And you're playing against a lower level talent too.
Oh, and
so that might affect.
But you know what? Some people got that thing in them. I watched a documentary on Michael Vick, and Michael Vick was out for a while and came back and said once he got that rhythm, once he got hit a few times, it came back. And I think some football players have that. I think Cap, from the video I saw, I think he physically could handle it.
Oh, physically he can handle it, but Michael Vick was in his prime when he went.
That was some bullshit right there.
Mike Vick was the
He was a monster. He was a monster.
Yeah.
But
it's a great documentary on Michael Vick.
He also spent time in Leavenworth, so that was hard on his body. So for him to come out and still play, Kaepernick been in San Francisco chilling. So I think that he can do it if he wanted to. I think it comes down to like professional athletes. You're around them all the time. It's a passion, and as long as they have it in their body, they're physically able to do it. They want to do it for no reason other than to compete.
Exactly. Floyd Mayweather. What did he make? $200 million or something like that.
About 300.
Was it 300?
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, that changes it. But no, I'm saying he's at an age where he doesn't need to fight anymore. He's paid. There's something in those kind of dudes that's like, I want to do it again. And I think it's not about the money with a lot of them.
Right.
A lot of them, it's not the money.
Right.
Some of them, but some of them, it's that something about the athletic mind where it's like, I want to show you I can do this shit.
See, I think with Cap, I think he should just go ahead and just let it go.
Do you think he wants to play?
Something tells me he wants to, but he's afraid to. You know what I mean?
Kind of wants to, but not really.
Yeah, because he knows if he goes out there
and doesn't do well,
and he doesn't do well, man. Do you realize how much pressure he would be under if he got back into the NFL? Because first, they would be demanding that he starts, so it puts pressure on whoever the starting quarterback is. Once he got into the football game, if he did not deliver right away, all his detractors would be, see, we told you so. This is the reason he's been out of the league for 3 years. Not because he got blackballed. And some of the people who actually supported him in the beginning would be like, damn, we did all this for that shit? You know what I mean? You know how we are sometimes, right?
I tell you another reason why. He saw how Mike Vick got treated when he first came back. The offensive line was like, you have They was picking Mike Vick up and body slamming. He don't want that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there, man. We'll see what happens there. All right. So y'all like do we really give a fuck? Y'all like that segment?
Yes. Yeah. It's funny, man.
Like
That's the name of it.
Because it's like, you like it, right, Don? You approve it?
The name of it is just hilarious.
All right. So if Jane says something, you got my back?
I already got your back. I already asked him today, can we do it? And you didn't even know it. I had your back.
Oh, you already had your back?
He said I already got it.
Do y'all really give a fuck if I got a job tomorrow?
And that's the new show.
Trust me, if he didn't want to do, you said, cut that shit out in our ear.
I saw him walk by. I was like, oh, shit. Is he going to HR?
y'all?
All of a sudden, can we talk to you for a second? I know the show's going on.
Yeah, the show's going on.
Mike, go to
Did you see the name disappear? Just be the and Donnie show.
Welcome back to the Donnie Show. Donnie
Donnie's sitting there going, I thought I had your back.
I'm always gonna need my man.
This is my dog
Mike
right here.
and Donnie, baby.
Hey, man, never petty like this Canadian businessman, bro. Y'all heard about this? So it's a Canadian businessman going through a divorce with his wife. So he had to pay her support. So what he did is he took $1 million in cash. Instead of giving it to his wife, guess what he did to it? He burned that shit. Like literally.
That is so gangster.
Burned $1 million in cash. That's petty as shit.
That's petty.
He must got money to burn.
Yeah. So do that shit.
You gotta be petty, but you gotta be rich though too. To be like, you know what? I'd rather burn this than let you see you happy.
I don't know, man. I know this sounds harsh, and I don't know if I can say it. I would not spend my money. I wouldn't burn my money, but I would pay somebody to make sure his ex-wife don't show up somewhere.
We're not here.
Hold on. We can't talk about no hits on our show.
Okay.
We want to clarify those remarks, Shane, just in case.
I'm speaking for myself.
No, okay. We want to help you, brother.
I mean, if I'm rich like that.
Guess what, Jane?
Because they'll treat
We
you
are
like
accessories of the crime now.
Wow.
So don't do that to me,
If
brother.
she end up dead, like, I saw the light-skinned comic say it. I knew he was evil.
In on you.
you and Jussie going to be cellmates, bro.
I know. I'm saying, Jussie. That's hilarious. Jussie, pass me that cigarette.
So, Mike, he better not ever get married and nothing better not ever happen to his wife.
Bro. I'm just
Because they gonna say, you killed her, didn't you?
It was just a joke, though. It was just a joke. No comics, boy. Y'all, there's so much PC shit going on right now.
But $1 million,
How much would you burn? Like right now, to go, okay, you can't have this. I'm gonna burn it. Like physically burn it. How much would you burn?
One Andrew Jackson.
And that would be
symbolism.
it. That's a lot of money to be mad.
I'm gonna tell you a true story. So my first girl, right, childhood love. She used to go when she used to get mad at me. She used to go in the safe, pull out the money, and cut it all up and throw it on the bed. She used to cut it up.
How long did you stay with her?
How much money was she cutting up?
It's like, lots. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. How many times did you allow her to go into the safe? Change the combination to the safe.
Change the girl.
Yeah, man.
But that was we had a crazy, we was young, but she used to do that shit.
How much did she cut up?
Sometimes 20, 30 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
And by racks, you mean
I would have
thousands?
I would have definitely. She'd be on the list. I would tell her, you lucky they ain't no purge.
You had me having ideas like Shane all of a sudden.
Hey, come on, that's a lot of money. Just I'm mad at you. Clip. Stop
And
it.
you stayed with her?
No.
Yeah, we was young.
But you know
You were
what?
young and in love.
You can actually put it back together as long as the serial numbers now. So
Yeah,
like,
you can
did
take-
you try to tape it back together?
Did I?
He said she didn't shred it. Like, if she shredded it, it's different.
Oh,
She was something else. I ain't gonna call her name, because she know who it is.
She know who it is.
Was
Bet
she
you
was
watching
worth
this
it?
She
story.
my kid's mother. She's my kid's mother.
She must have been worth it.
That was my baby, man. We was young, man. We was doing silly
What's the
shit.
what's the pettiest thing you've ever done though? Think about that.
Ooh.
Shit.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not that petty. I'm really not. And I've been married for a while, so I don't have too many stories. But I did get on Black Planet back in the day and tell everybody how musty this chick was. Yeah, because one thing about a woman, the minute she gets the reputation the minute a woman get the reputation of being musty, she ain't ever looked at the same. Women ain't supposed to stink.
That is true.
And the minute it's in a dude's mind that she's musty, you just look at her different. You still gonna smash, probably. But you just don't take her the same. You just don't take her the same.
I'm not gonna wife her, but we'll
gotta be
smash.
super fine,
Just
right?
to fuck her social life up.
Yep.
I'm good.
No, that's pretty petty. You said you ain't petty. That's pretty fucking petty.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
Any petty thing?
I'm the king of that shit. No, like, shut up, all y'all. No, man. I mean, I've done some petty shit, but I mean, I've done petty shit to other comics. Just
like what?
Yeah, like I knew that they wasn't a good comic, and I would purposely put them up after me just to smoke them.
Wow.
I would do it on purpose. Like, yeah, man, I got 5 minutes. I'm the best comic ever. Well, you gonna go up after me in an earthquake. And just see what happens. And we would do that. No, me and other comics would
Shane,
do
we
that.
talk about women, Shane. Don't stop trying to get off the subject.
Okay,
Shane.
well, women.
Yeah, but that's petty.
That's still petty.
Yeah.
He said
I
petty.
want to talk about women. What you did to women with petty
I don't
women.
really do petty shit to women.
Okay.
Never?
Nah, I just like.
Have you ever done some petty shit, Mike?
Once I bounce, it's a wrap.
I had been doing a lot of stuff for this young lady, and I owed her some money after we broke up or whatever. So I paid her $300 in pennies.
When they rolled up? When they rolled?
Or just a bag?
Just a bag.
Like $100 was rolled up, the rest was like in a big bag.
Oh, I like
You know what?
Yep.
I have to give you the crown.
Exactly.
That is the crown.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
She took it to the bank though.
She still put it in.
Yeah,
It's a coin store.
You know how much $300 worth of pennies? How heavy that is?
Where's my money at? Why is this bag so heavy?
You know what? I'm going to use that shit. If that ever happened.
It was only $300, but I made sure. I'm like, you want them? Okay, I'm gonna make sure you get
That's
the $300.
extra petty though.
That is.
I like that.
That's super petty.
Look, I bet you a lot of people watching this going, man, that is some good advice.
So did you go to the bank to get them changed in the bank?
yeah.
You can do that.
Oh, and this is the worst part about it. He had a radio flyer wagon that he had to carry all them pennies in to get to his car.
They'll get you rolled up, so you had to break the rules.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, she gonna
You
get
understand how much dedication that took? I like that.
Thank you, bro. That was in my former life before I got saved, man.
Yeah.
I got some news though, some breaking news. Y'all give a fuck about New Hampshire primary. You should. If you don't, you should. Democratic primary. Bernie Sanders has just won the Democratic primary in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't see that shit. I know that. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. 25%.
he won.
Oh, Pete doing well though, man. Pete won in Iowa, so these two, Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg.
Are they pulling away from the other people?
But it's Iowa and New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yes. Okay. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Wait till we get some black people involved.
That's meth and cocaine right there.
But Joe Biden, man, only got 8.3% of the
that's a wrap. Joe is done.
Get out of here, Joe.
Wow. But Elizabeth Warren only got 9%. So we're gonna see what happens when he goes to South Carolina.
I think Bernie Sanders is gonna. I think that he's gonna be the nominee.
You think so?
He won the popular vote even in Iowa. He won now again. And there's a lot of followers that were with him when he went against Hillary. They're like, we're going to make you go through this time. And also, I think that in a debate, I think he'd be the one to take it to Trump. Shut your mouth, Trump, you're a whore. He just seems like he's like, no, it just seems like he would be the person like, you're a pathological liar, shut your mouth. He just seems like he's feisty.
He's like a curmudgeon, man.
He seems like a feisty old man, like, get those coasters off the table.
He called back to the game you were talking about a little earlier, you know what I mean? I can't find 1/3 of a fuck to give.
That's hilarious.
Really? Yes. But you better give.
About him winning New Hampshire?
No.
But you're going to vote, though, right?
You're going to vote.
I'm going to vote. It's a lot of things locally here going on they need to talk about. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
California's going blue anyway.
Everybody's going to be watching this online. You got to vote, man.
Please.
Black people, I understand you're like, it ain't going to change nothing.
Yeah.
We need to get this
California's going blue regardless.
Okay, I'm not talking about that, but no, I'm saying this orange fuck stick, we got it as president right now. He need to be taken out. The impeachment, he just skated on that shit because he had the Republicans in the majority. We need to get this motherfucker out. I would vote for a doormat over this motherfucker right now. So if you don't like Bernie, there's people like, I don't like Bernie. I like him more than Trump.
Wow.
I like him more than Trump.
You did everything but call him a whore.
Except for he's a whore.
He's a whore. Real quick, man, we got about 2 minutes. I wanted to get this in from my boy Deshaun because I know he's a big Janet Jackson fan. Yeah.
No, he is.
Coming out with a new album called, I think, Black Diamond, I believe.
Is it Black? Is it?
She's Black Diamond. She's going to be touring this year. I mean, you care about that, bro?
Absolutely, I care about this. Okay. It's Janet Jackson. Look, it's Janet.
Yeah.
You like that?
Every last one of your teeth, bro. You just said,
I saw your molars.
I went to a concert when I was in 7th grade for Janet Jackson. And then, you know how that she pulls the dude on stage and always freaks? Everything in me was like, she's going to call me. I know.
You were 12.
It didn't matter.
You should have been a pedophile, bro.
Did she pick you?
Absolutely not. I was
She was 12.
Damn it.
I think that would have made news if Janet Jackson would have called a 12-year-old
Janet Jackson's a pedophile.
Giving him a lap
But I got mad at the person who picked her, the other dude. I was like, they're clearly racist, but the dude was black. But the dude was black.
Y'all should go on the road together. They're clearly racist.
It's good to see Janet Jackson come back getting her crown. You know what I mean? Because I saw her at Essence Fest a few years back in the day, and she did her thing. You know?
No, she's strong.
And she got messed up ever since her titty got ripped out, and it wasn't even her fault.
And
So it was good to
That's
see
true.
that
That
she's
is
coming
true.
back.
At the
And
Super
why
Bowl,
we mad at
they put it on her.
She
It
was
seemed like more
assaulted.
than they put it on her more than it seemed they did.
Justin
ripped her
Timberlake.
titty.
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake performed at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Man, that's racism.
Yeah.
You get to rip a titty out and get a job again.
I wouldn't put it that way, but
Come on, Mr. Record Executive. You excited about
Man,
Janet?
I love Janet, man. She's an icon, so I just love her. Anytime
Exactly.
she comes out, man, it's a beautiful thing. So,
I think
So y'all buying the album too?
Yes.
I would buy the album. I don't know about the tour because, I don't know if I got the loot to be. I don't like sitting way in the back. I like being in the front, and I don't know if I want to spend that much loot. You know,
Yeah, well-
I did spend that to see Prince though.
Okay.
And I thought Prince was one of the
you
best.
should go to
ever.
Janet concert. It's a good
Is
experience.
it the good? Because I watched one online and it was just awesome. But I'm saying I want to be up close.
Well, Janet 30 years ago ain't saying Janet now. You know what I mean? Like, she
okay,
moved
okay,
the way
she
she
get out,
did 30 years ago.
Get out, Mike.
I know.
But I still have that in my
Yeah,
in my
she was
head, though,
moving.
too.
Yeah, and her body, like she got a badunk. Let's keep it real.
See, you know how some women, it's like Pam Grier. She's always going to be bad to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know. I agree
I'm
with you on that.
Absolutely.
I'm with you on that.
Always.
Thank you.
Great stuff, guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have fun?
Yes, sir. We have
You know
fun.
what? I watched about 9 of these shows online, man, back to back. I was on the road, and I'm gonna tell you right, it's wild. I don't get to be on shows where you can be this loose,
Man.
Because a lot of shows I'm on, like, so when did you start comedy? I'm like, first off, nigga, why you sitting like this?
Put your hands on your knees.
Why are you sitting with your hands on your knees? Like, you ain't supposed to do that like this. Yeah. So I like the fact that y'all talk like we talk.
Bruh.
And you don't see a lot of shows like that. You don't.
You see my man Donnie start doing his leg like that when he get excited.
I saw that. He said, you asked him. He said, I'm feeling a little scared of you right now.
You know, the black man start rubbing on his side. He's like, yeah, everything good, man.
Yeah. Janet Jackson ain't no joke. I like that Janet
You
Jackson.
let us be as loose as we wanted, and he still crossed that line.
Yeah, you indicted yourself. You going
I
to
did not
jail.
cross no line.
All women whores.
I did not.
They were like, listen, they said, do whatever you want, and Shang still crossed the line. They were like, oh.
They said, do whatever you want to
I
say.
did say the F word. I gotta admit, I slipped up on the F word.
Yep.
But we said, like Chappelle said, we can say nigga, but we can't say fag.
Well, we shouldn't say it.
We shouldn't say
We
it,
shouldn't say it.
but
at all.
we
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, we shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
All right, blessings to you guys, man. Deshaun Ross, Dwan Brown, and Shane. Thank you guys for helping us.
For having us.
Yeah.
Helping to break down the stories that's trending in the news tonight. Thank you to our wonderful studio audience. You guys have been incredible. Appreciate that. And thank you for watching us on the Fox Soul TV mobile app. We will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern on
Mike and Donnie show.
on Fox Soul. Up next, it's the Tammy McLean Show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you.